2 billion internet users engaging across 255 million websites worldwide. Every day, 2 billion videos are uploaded onto YouTube. 20 million of those are shared on Facebook month after month after month. 350,000 Android devices enabled every day. On our smartphones, we're spending twice as much time interacting with those devices than we do for our own nourishment. And we spend 1/3 of the time on our smartphone that we do over what we sleep. The numbers are big. You know what? But the numbers are only getting bigger. So we talk a lot and joke within the company about how the internet and the web have evolved from infancy to childhood into what we talk now about as kind of adolescence. And the view and the thought of adolescence has a special meaning to me as a dad of 2 teenage kids at home, right? Adolescence, in my mind, conjures up notions of unlimited potential, unfathomable growth, excitement, and just an unbelievable wide-eyed exuberance about the world ahead. It also brings up images of kind of a little bit of gangliness, a little awkwardness, and sometimes a little blemished. There can be no doubt that the internet and the web have changed the way that we all live, work, and shop. And that phenomenon holds true with the millions and billions of consumers that are out there. Welcome to Digital Connections 2011 and the celebration of the launch of Kantar Media Compete in the US. My name, by the way, is Scott Ernst. I'm the president of Compete. And today's a really special day for us. And I'm really excited that you're here to celebrate with us. Today is a culmination of probably 3 years worth of planning, business modeling, competitive analysis, building of infrastructure, building of methodologies, building of technology to enable us to bring to market a unique and differentiated set of offers that we're excited about that will drive competitive differentiation for us and Kantar Media for the foreseeable future. Along the way, we've also assembled a world-class team of digital experts that are based here in the UK, but supported through our offices in our efforts in the US, in Boston, and also in Paris. So this is an important day for us, and thank you again for coming. So my goal this morning is to tell you 3 things. First, to lay out and explain to you why we chose the theme of digital connections, to give you some sense and some perspective on what it means to us and what it means to our clients, and then to walk you through a little bit about what you should expect today. So let's talk about kind of where companies are in their digital evolution. And to provide some level of context for the theme, it might be helpful to look at and share kind of this path in this journey that we find ourselves and our clients on. So first and foremost, if you look at the vertical axis is market potential, horizontal axis is time. In the first wave of the web, it was really what we're characterizing as the measurement phase. It was really the view that the web was an advertising channel, characterized by companies with tremendous growth at that time, companies like Yahoo, MSN, a series of companies that rose quickly and ultimately faced a little bit, somewhat of a demise, but also the emergence of the digital units of traditional media companies, right? In this wave, everything was around optimizing media buying and selling. And thus, we were absolutely focused on the things that mattered most, which was eyeballs. We then moved from this white phase into the conversion phase, right? And the conversion phase are when brands kind of woke up and realized and said, wow, people will really buy this stuff online, right? So e-commerce worked. And that was characterized by the emergence of obvious players like Amazon as a pure play entity and multi-channel organizations like Walmart in the US. What's more is people started in this phase to shift from the perspective of only looking at the potential created through the online e-commerce channel as a sliver of their revenue, but looked at it as a key touch point in the consumer's path to purchase with that organization. Companies' websites were transforming to become a critical component of the overall marketing mix. as well as a central point of customer management solution. We now find ourselves at a transition point, which is represented by this blue dot. You are here, if you will. Right? In this phase, we're moving from the collection phase, from measurement and conversion into connections. So from collecting data into connecting data. Right? In this phase, we're focused on establishing and creating a much more holistic view of what consumers are doing and creating insights that capture their activity whenever, wherever they interact with a brand. In the connection phase, our point is also that we need to also connect the insights that we create with action that we can use to drive business performance. Whether that business performance is through social media or through our advertising platforms or through our analytic platforms. So as we find ourselves at this point, this you are here, this blue dot of thinking about the potential moving ahead, we're struck by the fact that marketing has never been more exciting, but again, has probably never been more of a challenge. And thinking about this excitement and trying to understand how do we transform that excitement will require a whole new set of experiences, a whole new set of tools, and a whole new set of relationships that we think can start today with you. It's why we've chosen the theme, Digital Connections. So let's share with you a little bit about what this means for Compete and how we view this on behalf of our clients. There are three ways to think about digital connections, ranging from opportunity to need to imperative. And be patient with me as I walk you through this, because I want to suggest a framework here to you. So the opportunity to connect more deeply with consumers generates the need to connect different data to create new insights, which then creates a mandate or an imperative to connect with partner organizations to streamline time to action. So these three things are causal, they're related, right? So the opportunity to connect more deeply with consumers has a lot to do with the data that we just saw, right? It has to think the intersection of traditional digital, social coming together. Think about the intersection of consumer-generated media and brand-generated media, and you start to get the sense of the exponential growth in these connection points for a brand to interact with a consumer in times when they have precise knowledge of that interaction and in times when they have no knowledge or are completely blind to that. So this opportunity to connect more with consumers creates a requirement that we connect different kinds of data sets together in ways that we haven't done before. Whether it's cross-channel or cross-media, whether it's a holistic view of combining online and offline, or whether it's understanding the interplay between these different media touchpoints, traditional, social, mobile, right? So the opportunity to connect more deeply with consumers creates the need to connect different data and creates an imperative on companies that you work with, that our clients work with, to work a little bit differently. Whether you're a research company, an ad agency, a web analytics company, or a media company, right? All of these companies need to come together to solve an increasingly complicated set of questions for our clients, and basically become aligned around integrating and reinforcing the marketing goals versus doing things that we're comfortable and familiar with. So to overemphasize the point, I'll share with you what we think this means for the industry as a whole. So it's not my intent, this is a complicated slide, right? So it's not my intent to walk through each of these relationships with you and explain how they're interconnected. It's my goal to present this landscape of different kinds of data that are required to create this view that we strive for, to emphasize the point of the scale of these problems, the scale of these data creates a challenge for us. So this is not easy, but I can promise you that connecting all of these information together to build that consolidated, holistic view is absolutely worth the effort. We've seen it with our clients, and we get excited about that every day. No one company can provide all of the data for all of these touch points. And it's to some degree, a big degree, why we're so excited to be a part of Kantar, and why the fact that we've launched in the UK, Kantar Media Compete, and can work with partner companies like TGI, like Kantar World Panel, like X-Axis, to name just a few, create a unique opportunity for us to partner with our clients and our partner companies to provide something unique and different. There's a whole bunch of things to get really excited when I think about what our clients are doing in creating this much broader view and looking at this consumer process and looking at this path to purchase across the combination of automotive clients that we work with, FMCG clients, and telecom clients. And I can tell you a few years ago that wasn't possible. A few years ago we were focused on understanding consumer journeys within a particular website and didn't have the perspective or didn't have the data to look so much more broadly than that. But now, when we think about digital and we think about digital connectedness, it's that interstitial tissue that exists between these sources that allow us to look far beyond what we've done before and to start to paint this picture in a new and really exciting way. So the purpose, the ingredients, and the things that you should expect for today, the purpose we brought you here today is not to be your father's meeting, not to be your uncle's meeting, not to be the static trade show or event. Our goal here is to engage with you in a different kind of event, not an impersonal conference or a focus group. This event is designed to bring together like-minded folks to share and learn from each other in ways that you don't get the chance to do in the course of your normal day. So we recognize and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here with us. We know that's not easy, but the return will be generated for you by taking advantage to actively participating in the conversations, to challenging us and asking us tough questions about what's happening and what we can do, and to basically meet new people and celebrate the connections that you make here. And our expectation and our hope is that those connections persist well beyond the end of this session. So today is a really important day for Compete. It's a really important day for us to officially unveil and to celebrate with you Kantar Media Compete. And again, I'm so pleased that you could join us. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Stephen DeMarco.